Welcome back, art students. Oh my goodness, I have completed my journey with coloring with my drawing supplies. Now I am going to invite some watercolor paint, okay, on top of everything. Well, close to everything, depending where I want to put it. But it's going to go on top of my drawing material that I just used. Okay, so let's get right into it. First things first, get your brush wet. Okay, I think I'm going to start with my sky. And I want it to look like it's a stormy day. So I'm going to start with my black. Okay, so I'm getting my brush wet in some black. And I'm just going to use this and scrub it around. And I'm going to try to be careful to go around my lightning strike. This should help make my clouds look like it's a nice stormy day. So even though I'm using black, because of the way I used my crayon, which was a gray crayon and a white crayon, it's going to help my sky not look black, but like different shades and values of gray, because the water is separating itself away from the crayon. And it also gives it kind of a unique, fun texture. I want to try to keep my sails, I think, nice and white. That's probably the only white that I'm really concerned about keeping white is on my sail. Now, after your watercolor dries, you can actually go back again and you can draw on top of it. Yet again, another layer with your art materials. And I'm sneaking in here a little bit, no longer doing just the sky. Oh, this is looking so cool. I love it. Oh my goodness, my sky is turning out amazing. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, I'm getting excited. I need to settle down. Oh my goodness, okay. Yep, that's looking pretty good. So far, anyways. And watercolor paint does dry fairly quick. And I want a lot of this gray quality to, like I said, bring that nice stormy look. And I want to drag that down into my water even. Some black, so it gives the water a gray quality. So it looks really stormy. Now I don't want to get too crazy, which I'm trying to say overuse the black either. Things can happen where you might not like it. So be careful. Your choices. And I think by adding a little bit of black into my water, it kind of makes my sea look more ominous and kind of a little bit more scary. Like if I was in the ship, I wouldn't want to be in the ship right now, but probably got somewhere important to be. One of those kind of moments maybe for them. So, oh my goodness, this is just, the more I paint, the more it seems that this is coming to life, which is so cool. Okay, so I'm almost done with the dark blue section of my water. Okay, so now let's be done with the gray. Okay, I think I've had enough with gray and black and stuff like that. I want to do my turquoise water now down here at the bottom. Okay, and it's fairly light. I only used like a turquoise color pencil. But the first color I actually want to invite here is going to be green. Okay, green first. Sorry, blue. So here's some green paint. It's going to be very green. It's going to appear, oh yeah, look at how green. Okay, add a little water. Let's invite some green in here. The reason why I'm doing green first is that green is an undertone. And when I mix on top of it some blue, that will turn it to turquoise. That's how we color mix. Please do not color mix in your paint tray. Color mix on your paper, okay? That's what I tell all my young students. Don't mix in your tray, mix on your paper. Oh my gosh, the green water though, let's admit, it looks actually pretty cool. It actually kind of looks magical. I'm going around my oars. Maybe I should go over it. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of crayon in it anyway, so it's not going to affect it that much. Shortcut. Plus it'll just look more wet because of the color on top of it. So I want the white caps or the seafoam part on my waves to still remain pretty white. I like that contrast. You know, I bet you when I add on here some blue, it's really going to make it look way different. So don't be laughing at my green water yet. You gotta trust me on this one. I'm excited to show you what happens here. Okay, so I did, well, most of it anyways. There we go. Boop, boop. I'm gonna wash out my brush. We're getting ready for the blue. Blue. All right, here comes the blue. Now watch how it mixes on the paper. Really loading up my blue. There we go. Okay, let's try it out. And we're gonna come down here and start washing it around. And don't color mix. Every time you have to go back into the blue now, since we're layering it, you should probably wash out your brush really quick. Just give it a quick splash. Ooh, yeah, this is a nice turquoise color. I like this. Now, think about the value, okay, of your water. Just because you're using vibrant color, it's not always... I mean, vibrant color has its place, don't get me wrong, but sometimes if you pull out some of that color and you go more the pastel route where it's got a lot of water in it instead of pigment, that can do a lot of cool things too. And that makes it look lighter instead of darker and more saturated. So maybe think about that as you're doing yours. And I really like that now that I'm adding this layer of blue, there's areas that appear to be more turquoise and areas that appear to be more blue. And that brings more interest into my work. And to some extent, you just gotta let your watercolor paint decide what it's gonna do on its own. You can only control it so much. Just let it do